What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. Now today we're going to be bringing you another live Wi-Fi battle here on the channel, and today we are up against a viewer. So if you're out there and want to participate on the channel in a battle, then let me know in the comments below. That is how I found our opponent for today. My opponent goes by the name Jay Haskell online. And yeah, his link will be down in the description below if you're interested in looking at his channel. So yeah, today we are going to be doing a battle with a really interesting team, and it is going to be my UU banned team. So the qualifications to be on this team is you have to have been banned from OU, or at least risen from OU from the beginning of the game until now. And so I've got Obstagoon, obviously, a Guts Obstagoon with Flame Orb. I've got a Close Combat and a White Herb Halucha, that's what that thing's called. Throw Spray, Klangris, Soul, Komo-O, a Choice Scarfed Gengar, a Life Orb, Swords Dancing Crawdont, and then a Wish Passing Sylveon. So, not a huge amount of variety on the team, I don't think, but I think the team's okay. And given the restrictions that I've put on the team, I think it's okay. The only other member that would have actually been viable on this team, would have actually worked, would have been Mew, and I don't have a Mew. So these were literally the only 6 that I could possibly choose. So I think this team's pretty cool. It's obviously super hyper offense, and we're just gonna see what we can do with this team against our opponent today. So let's go. You know what? Let's go Team Yell on this one. Why not? So let's not keep our opponent waiting any longer. Let's see what he has brought today. All right, so these are this is an interesting team for sure. So we've got Dragapult and Cinderace obviously are very big threats, as well as probably a Scarfed Rotom. Although the Gardevoir may also be running Scarf. They like to do that. You've got an Aegislash, which is super strong, and then an Orbeetle, which might have webs on it. We don't know. But yeah, so this team looks kind of scary. Not gonna lie here. So I think so he probably leads Orbeetle, right? So I think that I lead with Crawdont, and then we see what happens. If he leads Rotom, then this is bad. But if he leads anything else, I don't think that this is a big deal. Yeah, no, if he leads anything else, maybe the Gardevoir. We'll probably switch out if we're against the Gardevoir. But besides that, I think that Crawdont's actually a pretty good lead here. So yeah, we'll see. I haven't used this team yet. This is obviously a brand new team. But we are going to, we're just going to see what we can do. I'm excited for this. I'm really glad to be doing a viewer battle. This is really, really neat. All right, so he did lead with the Rotom. Unfortunately, we cannot stay in here. Now, he's probably just going to go for a Volt Switch, which is unfortunate because there's not really anything we can do about that. But I think our best switch in is going to be the Sylveon. That is basically the designated switch for the special attacker. Yeah, although this is a mostly physically defensive Sylveon, it can generally take special hits really, really well just because of its natural bulk. But I'm assuming he's going for a Volt Switch here. I definitely do not want to stay in and lose my Crawdont. Crawdont actually does some really good work to my opponent's team. So I cannot afford to just throw it away like this. As he goes straight for the Hydro Pump. Okay. I guess he predicted something else to come in, but Sylveon should be able to take this really easily, yeah. So I don't think my opponent will stay in here. I see him going out into something else. Now, what does he switch in on this? Probably the Aegislash, if I were to guess. Now, I do have Mystical Fire on this. And I could go for that, predicting the Aegislash. Now he could also be Weakness Policy, and I don't know if I want to go ahead and bust that already. What do I have to deal with an Aegislash? Gengar probably just dies. Obstagoon, if he's carrying a fighting type move, well, we're faster if he's carrying fighting. So actually, I think we're okay, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Mystical Fire, predicting the Aegislash to come in. As he does switch out. In comes Aegislash. Okay. As he also has a shiny Aegislash. I see you. I see you. One of the best shinies in the game. As he's Air Balloon. Okay, perfect. So he is not weakness policy. That is what I was afraid of. And that is going to be... Oh, it's not going to be a 2-hit KO because that is a... that was a crit. So that did a lot of... That did a lot, though. I did not expect it to do that much. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy here. So I'm going to just go for a Protect here just to see what he wants to go for on me. If he carries a Steel-type move. Some of them don't. So I just want to see what he's doing. A lot of them now are just carrying Ghost and Fighting rather than any Steel-type coverage. So I just want to see what he goes for. Okay, he does have the Iron Head. That is good information to know. And I cannot stay in. I do not want to take an Iron Head on my Sylveon. I kind of doubt that I would take one anyway, just with this thing being so strong. What do we go into on an Iron Head here? I think we go Kommo-o here, right? Yeah, I think a Kommo-o is a pretty good switch. But yeah, I can't afford to lose Sylveon like this. Not when it hits as hard as it does, and it already put us in a really good position. As he withdraws as well. Alright, what are you going into? As he goes into Cinderace. Oh, shiny Cinderace. I see you. I see you. Very nice, very nice. So, I can't really do a lot to him. And I don't think he really does a lot to me either. Although Clangorous Soul Blaze is going to do a ton to him. Or not Clangorous Soul Blaze, but a Clangorous Soul boosted Clanging Scales is going to do a lot. And come to think of it, Kommo-o does like a lot of work against my opponent's team. What could he even go for? I think we stay in and go for Clangorous Soul. Go for an early game. He carries Gunk Shot. Oh, I did not expect that. Yeah, that does a lot. Please don't poison me. Why? The least accurate poison move in the game. And then the 10% chance to poison. Love it. So that's going to completely murder my Kommo-o. Yep. I'm pretty sure I just died of poison here anyway. Yep. Okay. Well, I'm kind of salty about that. That's really unfortunate. So against a Cinderace, he probably carries high jump kick and he's faster. That is a big problem because Kommo-o had that. What do we even do here? Yeah, that's him messaging me. Yeah, that luck. It was a little lucky. Let's go Hawlucha. And I'm assuming he stays in here, given that he stayed in against the Kommo-o. What do we want to do here? I don't think Swords Dance is very safe, but he also might switch into Dragapult. I'm going to predict the Dragapult switch in and just go straight for a Brave Bird. Not worry about the Swords Dance just yet, because honestly, I don't want to go for the Swords Dance until I can activate my Unburden as well. And so I don't want to use Close Combat to pop my Unburden just yet. So I think Brave Bird is the neutral play. I think it's the best, just middle of the road play. Yes, I'll take a little bit of recoil, but I don't think that I'm too concerned about that right now. I think the best thing to do is to bring this in a little later, threaten something out, as he stays in and goes for Pyro Ball. Well, Close Combat might have been the play then, as that's just going to OHKO me. Yeah, this team's check to Cinderace just kind of died. So I'm not really sure what I want to do now. I don't know if Aqua Jet kills from full. Let's see. Let's see here. Cinderace. Aqua Jet does not kill from full, and he can kill me before I can kill him. So what do we even do about this? Let's go Sylveon, because I've got quite a bit of physical bulk on Sylveon. And we're just going to have to fire off a Hyper Voice, I guess. I really don't have any more options for this, because Komo-o was the check, and then he got poisoned. As he's going to go for U-turn. That makes sense. And so now we're just going to fire off and hit something with a Hyper Voice. He probably goes back into Aegislash here. Because I didn't... I shouldn't have predicted an Aegislash switch in, so he probably goes into that and takes like 0 damage. What is your switch in, sir? As he goes Orbeetle. Interesting. As he sees that I have leftovers. He already knew that. As we do a little over half, which is awesome. Another crit with Sylveon. Alright, so given that damage, that looks like a high roll. That looks like a high roll, no bulk. So this thing's probably fast, if I were to guess. He is very much naturally faster than me. Although I don't know what this thing wants to do to me besides set up webs. And I don't see a way to stop him from getting up webs at this point. I really don't have any way of doing that now. So I'm just going to go for the Mystical Fire, go for the kill. As he goes for Light Screen. Oh, okay, so he is screens. I got you. Which is not good, but we're just going to hit that. I don't know if another one kills or not. I don't think it does. Yeah, we are in a really bad spot now. And it all started with that poison. That poison really completely shut us down. Yeah, he's going to get the Reflect up too. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I get out of this situation. Yeah, Orbeetle lives that too. He's got insane special bulk. Yeah, I'm wondering if Komo-o, the Clangerous Soul set wasn't the best, and maybe run like a Rocks set on this team. Just a little bit more of a supportive set. That might have been a little better. But yeah, I think we just end up killing this. It may do a little bit of damage to us, but I think our whole goal here... Yeah, he does Sticky Web. Yeah, there's really... I mean, we're just at a point now where I don't really have a whole lot of options anymore just because of that. Because that was supposed to deal with Cinderace, and then Cinderace was able to nuke other stuff, and it just kind of shut us all down. But we're gonna see if we can't pull it out. We're gonna see what happens. We got rid of Orbeetle, but it did more than its fair share. Alright, as he goes back into Aegislash. That makes sense. Now, yeah, so unless he's running speed, well, no, it's a speed tie. So, but I don't kill him. So I can't just leave this in. What wants to take an Iron Head? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Crawdaunt is slower. I guess we go Obstagoon. It's probably our only bet here. Because I have no way to outspeed. I have no way to outspeed Cinderace now. This goes for King Shield. That's fair. And yeah, our only play here is to just go for knockoff. Go ahead and knock this thing out. Or not. And we take a CC. And we die. Love it. Because the reflect. That crit didn't matter at all. Okay. Now we go Gengar. And he hits us with a Shadow Sneak and we die. Yep. Oh, we didn't die. And that's enough to kill Aegislash. Okay. Well, we killed something. We killed something, so it's more than nothing, I guess. But yeah, I don't really see a way out of this match here. Yeah, as he goes Rotom. I mean, all we can do is just stay in and go for this. He's probably scarfed himself, and so he kills us with literally anything. Yeah, he does. And it really doesn't matter what he goes into. Cinderace, yeah, this thing probably has high jump kick. I guess I could have gone Sylveon, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I'm just going to have to go for Aqua Jet here. But I don't think it kills. It doesn't. Yeah, my only chance was him missing high jump kick or me getting a crit or something like that. But it was not meant to be. Yeah, the reflect is what saved him there. But that's the risk you take sometimes when you run theme teams like this. It just happens sometimes. It happens. This goes for the gunk shot, and that will definitely kill. Oh, it doesn't kill. You gonna get the poison on this too? No? Alright. I guess I should have gone for a wish there. That would have been a better play. But I had no way to know. As what do you bring in here? Gardevoir. Alright. That makes sense. So we go for a Protect here. Not that it's gonna make a huge difference, I don't think. But we'll try it. What are you going for? Psychic? Yeah, we're physically defensive. We are not gonna take a Psychic from a Gardevoir. Not at all. So we're just gonna go ahead and click Wish, but I don't see us surviving this at all. If I'd clicked Wish on the Cinderace, I think I would have had a better chance of. I would have been at higher health anyway. As he switches out into Rotom. Interesting. So we're gonna get the Wish off, which is crazy. A little crazy to me. And I'm just going to click protect here. I'm assuming he's going to go for trick. Yep. Going to get our health back. So we got our health back. And we're going to be stuck going for hyper voices until we die. So he is going to give us a choice scarf and then take a hyper voice. And so now that he has leftovers, he's definitely going to be able to take another one pretty easily. So that is unfortunate. He's going to go for Hydro. He misses. We're going to get off another Hyper Voice. One more of those will take out this Rotom, which is nice. But I think right now we're just kind of delaying the inevitable. As it goes for Hydro again. Double miss. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think that's going to change the outcome of the battle, but interesting. Yeah, even with a choice scarf, there's no way we come anywhere near this thing's speed. So, yeah, this thing just kills us right now. As it goes for Shadow Ball, I might live that? Question mark? I do. Interesting. Yeah, there's no way you live that. All right, Sylveon, let's go. Let's go. Gardevoir comes out. And, yeah, Hyper Voice is not a 2-hit KO. As it goes for Moonblast, yeah, that'll probably 2-hit KO, as it does. And he lowers our special attack, so yeah, battle's over. But Sylveon fought back there at the end. You did good. So this thing's also scarfed. I figured it was. But yeah, GG to my opponent. So obviously that poison on Kommo was huge. Now, I guess I could have switched into something else. Rather than staying in to take that gunk shot. However, I don't know what I could have switched into that would have taken it well. I think that Cinderace with gunk shot just kind of was a huge problem for my team, and the only reason he died was to his own life orb. I didn't really have a great way to get rid of it, especially once the screens went up. But my issue was that Kommo was my best switch in, and and then he died because of the poison. So that was really unfortunate, because if I had done that, if I had gotten that off, I think I would have killed that and at least like one more maybe. I would have been at low health, so anything with priority, but I don't think he had anything else with priority on his team. So I think I would have done really, really well if that poison hadn't happened. But yeah, and that's the thing, is Sylveon did really well against his team. I think Sylveon would have also picked up the slack even after it was gone. But once that Cinderace was gone, I think I could have dealt with his team pretty well, realistically. I might have been able to stop the Sticky Web from going up if I'd kept going for Hyper Voices rather than Mystical Fire. I don't know why I clicked Mystical Fire. But then again, I would have run out of Hyper Voices there at the end anyway. So I don't think that would have changed the outcome at all. But anyway, that was a good game to my opponent, and we are going to go ahead and hold that L. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.